Hi everyone, welcome to morning coffee break. It's a beautiful day. It's fairly warm out here. I got to get my plants and bring them out here, the trays. I left them out here a little bit too long yesterday. A couple of them kind of keeled over. But I've got to do them just a little bit at a time, like in the morning, and then bring them in here in the garage, I guess, and then in the afternoon put them out here. So just, a few hours at a time because it was a little too much for them, I think, yesterday. But you got to get them used to it, or when you put them out here, when you plant them out here, out in the sun like this, they'll just fall right over. I mean, they'll just die. Too much of a shock. This little thing's still growing here. To me, it looks a lot like a cucumber. I don't know. Well, here, what is that? It may not be a cucumber, but it kind of looks like one. Beautiful out. Oh, by the way, yeah, these are growing nicely here. Looks like this is getting ready to get some blooms on it. Right there. Yeah. Well, that's great. Early blooms. Early blooms. Gotta watch, some of these are plants. I gotta keep up with this. Yeah, these are gonna be pretty, I bet. Oh, I moved those, whoever threw those limbs in my yard, which is totally ridiculous. The least they could have done is put them down there where the storm drain is. Instead of throwing them in the middle of my yard like that. So I moved them. I couldn't tell for sure who did it, so I wasn't going to put it in anybody else's yard. I'm going to be the better person anyway. And I moved it on down. I don't know how good you can see. If you can see down there, they were like right over here. And I moved them on down there, kind of at the end of our yard. But that was really tacky. Real tacky. I hope they feel good about themselves doing stuff like that. I couldn't do anything like that. You know? What kind of person would, really? Could be those same people that stacked that tree that fell and they cut it up that time. These people up here, they got a tree down right now, and I'm afraid they'll try to do something. I had to put a no trespassing sign down there. They had a truck going in and out of there, and they were dumping the wood up here in front of my house. If y'all remember that saw it, were watching me back then. I caught him though. I had a fit. You don't do stuff like that. Stack stuff in front of your own house, you know. Or you feel like they feel like they're better than us, I guess, maybe, that they can just do us any way they want. I don't know. I can tell some of that soil has settled in the new bed, but it doesn't need to be full. That's a lot of soil in there. You wouldn't believe how many bags did I put? 3, at least 8, I believe it was. And it still didn't fill it. But it doesn't have to be full. It's got as much in it as the one in the middle does. It's just a bigger, you know, a bigger bed. Yeah, it holds quite more than I thought it would. I think we're gonna mow tomorrow. We got things to do today. We got to take Logan to therapy for one thing. And I think Joy said there were several other things we had to do. Errands. One of them might have been, I think we have to go get Kitty's flea medicine at the vet. So it's going to be a lot of riding around. That's in the other direction from Logan's therapy, so I have to go do that. Watched a pretty good movie last night. I think it was called Greenland. Greenland. I think the guy's name's Gerard Butler. That was in it. It's about like asteroids destroying the Earth. It's a pretty good movie. I like that one with Tom Hanks though. Some like News of the World or something like that. That was really good. Nice day to get your walk in. Let's go in here. Some coffee. Okay. Trying to get settled here. Okay. I'll get a drink of coffee. Today's Monday, April 5th. Currently it's 52 degrees. High today 70. That'll feel good. 0% chance of rain. 58% humidity. No wind. Air quality is 55. That's moderate for pollution. I know we're going some places today, so I don't know if we're gonna do maybe a drive with us since it's so nice, or what. So I'm not for sure what all I'm doing today, but I'd like to do, if I'd like to do take a look at Chef Mike's Homemade Cooking Club today, because we'll have a ton of pictures of people's meals and stuff. I'm sure there was lots of stuff cooked yesterday for Easter, so that would be a good one. Of course, Ask My Tablet, I'm not for sure about it tonight. I've got enough for one. Just everybody keep them questions coming in, so we'll always have plenty of questions. I don't know if I'll be doing one of those today or not. Oh, I hear a bee. Oh, are we starting to have bees already? Get out of here. We're starting to have bees already. I mean, it's coming in here, I guess. This is what I need. What happened to it? Tennis racket. Not tennis racket. What is on this thing? Oh, it's starting to just dissolve. I'm just talking to myself. Sorry, y'all. My badminton racket is deteriorating. I don't know what that is. What's going on? Okay, where was I? Anyway, today's thumbnail is our Easter dinner. That's ham, and that is crushed pineapple around the ham there. We didn't have any of the rings, but it all tastes the same. So that's ham with pineapple, and we had stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy, and I made deviled eggs, and Joy wanted them with dill relish instead of the sweet relish this time. They were pretty good that way. And then we had some citrus Schubert rolls that we bought yesterday at Walmart. So I thought I had some rolls. It's hard to find stuff sometimes when you got that extra freezer. I took everything almost out of it, and then I couldn't find them. So I guess we must have used them maybe, or they're in the other one. And after that I didn't feel like taking everything out of the other one, so I just used the ones we bought. What's for dinner tonight? I think we're gonna have sloppy joes, because we bought that manwich sauce at Dollar Tree, and I got some peppers and onions, be good in it. So we may have those, and some those. I think we'd like to have those onion rings that we got at Aldi with them. I don't know if we'll have any slaw. We might have some slaw with it. While we got the bag of slaw, I hate for anything to go bad and have to throw it out. So that's why I eat sometimes. We'll eat stuff 2 or 3 nights in a row, like salad or something, to make sure that it's used up and doesn't get thrown away. So let's see. So today's question, I thought I'd get back to a COVID type question today, and it's, would you still wear a mask if it's not required? You know, before all this, I've had to wear a mask before, and people would look at you like, man, something's wrong with you. What's going on with you? You know? Uh, Seriously. And now these days, you know, it's nothing to see people with masks now all of a sudden. So I think even if everything kind of blows over, which I doubt it ever will, I think a lot of people will still be wearing masks. Um, but I just was wondering how many of y'all, what would you think about it? Would you still wear a mask if it's not required? Is today's question. Boy, it's nice out here. I love it. I could sit out here all day. Really could. I love the fresh air. I don't like to just be stuck inside all the time. Now, let's see. It's time for today's tidbits. Today's tidbits. Well, that wasn't a very good intro, but about the best I could come up with right now. Let me get my glasses on. Okay. Find where it ends. Okay. Get this a little closer. The first one here says use bulb plants to elevate your spring garden. There we go. And it says Easter bulb plants will brighten your garden, spirit, and the year ahead after winter's harsh weather. These bulb plants are one of the easiest types of plants to add to your garden and need relatively very low maintenance. Also, they are versatile and suitable for formal gardens and meadow gardens. And I just got some of this grape hyacinth that shows in this that was out in the yard. I don't know how it got out there. And I picked it and put it in a little cup, a little glass for joy. It smells so good. And this one says, let me get this so I can do this better. Is this the door to hell? It says the 230-foot wide Darvaza crater is in Turkmenistein's desert. Also known as a door to hell, it was dug in 1971 by Soviet scientists searching for natural gas. After the rig collapsed, fearing the spread of methane gas, they set it on fire, hoping that it would burn out in a few hours. However, it still is burning. Oh, good grief. Well, that's crazy, isn't it? Okay. It says spring increases number of stray animals. Stray animal reports have been lower so far in 2021 compared to last year, but the number is expected to increase as spring is here. This is because the rising temperatures mark the start of the mating season for these pets. Spaying and neutering pets can prevent the number of strays from increasing. It says, what is meteotsunami? It doesn't really show much, it just shows a black cloud. Meteotsunamis are large waves driven by air pressure disturbances and are often associated with fast-moving weather events like thunderstorms and squalls. Meteotsunamis can reach heights of 6 feet or more. They occur in many places around the world, including the Great Lakes, Gulf of Mexico, and Atlantic coast. It's not a cloud, I guess it's a wave, but it looks just black or something. That's something. See that one? This says, Namib Sand Sea, world's only coastal desert. right up to the ocean there. The Namib Sand Sea lies at the heart of the Namib-Naukluft National Park, which is on Africa's South Atlantic coast of Namibia. It covers an area of over 3 million hectares and is the world's only extensive dune field. Featuring gravel plains and rocky hills, this unique environment is inhabited by invertebrates, reptiles, and mammals. I don't see how. Doesn't look like anything there to eat on or anything, that's for sure. It says pandemic partially blamed for U.S. avalanche deaths. It says COVID-19 is not only blamed for the downfall of the U.S. economy, health care system, but also blamed for a recent spike in avalanche deaths. As per the official report, during the winter, about 36 died in U.S. avalanches. With the COVID-19 still raging, more people are heading to the mountains to enjoy nature and avoid crowds where the virus spread. Okay. It says Yellowstone supervolcano's major eruptions. Says Yellowstone supervolcano has had 3 major eruptions. The first occurred 2.1 million years ago and covered over 5,790 square miles with ash. The second was 1.2 million years ago, and the third time it erupted was 640,000 plus years ago. The last eruption created a giant crater or caldera 1,500 square miles in area. Wow. Hope it doesn't erupt now. And it says floods and landslides killed 41 people in Indonesia. It says torrential rains induced landslides and flash floods in eastern Indonesia killed nearly 41 people and displaced thousands. Over 24 people went missing. The country's disaster relief agency stated that rescuers recovered around 35 bodies. Hundreds of people are still involved in the rescue efforts. There's that bee back, I'll bet. Okay, this says Midwest to South await strong storms. Regions from the upper Mississippi Valley, Midwest to the Texas Panhandle, South, are likely to experience some strong storms Monday night into Tuesday with heavy rain, damaging winds, and large hail. The storm will then move east Wednesday into Thursday. Another storm could move in by Wednesday from the plains to the deep south. And this says 2021 hurricane forecast outlook. The official first day of the 2021 hurricane season is expected to start early by May 15. Water temperatures are one of the key factors behind this hurricane season. La Nina also plays an important role, as the cooler water in the Pacific does not create as much wind shear as El Nino. Okay, everybody. That's it for today's tidbits. Hope you enjoy those. And I think that's going to be it for today's morning coffee break. So please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. And share, please. Share with everyone you know. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you later on doing something. We'll have to see. I don't know. Bye, everybody. God bless.